Thailand has a number of famous kois, islands, and it seems to be fitting for those who are looking for year-round sunny days. Koh Samui is one of the more well-known islands with white sand beaches, a perfect destination for anyone who is looking for a tropical escape or a dream retirement. Would Koh Samui be your retirement destination? As of now, we're both planning and excited to move to Thailand to check it out very soon as a potential retirement destination among many other countries. And we thought before leaving, we'd create a Thailand series of some of the cities we're potentially thinking of going to. Koh Samui is a tropical island on the Gulf of Thailand. It's famous for its beautiful beaches, climate, and spectacular mountain ranges. It has holiday homes, spas, resorts, and a wide selection of eateries and entertainment. Let's get into more points coming now. Number 1. Facts about Koh Samui. Koh Samui, because of its popularity, is evolving into an environment where the cost of living is constantly increasing, but still much lower than that of Western countries. Koh Samui's geographical location has a central position a short distance from all neighboring countries such as Laos, Malaysia, Cambodia, Myanmar, Vietnam, the Philippines, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Bali, which makes for a great hub. You'll find in Koh Samui that most residential areas often have swimming pools, nearby shops, supermarkets, and the area is a tropical environment with natural landscapes of rare beauty. The local shops are generally open all day until late in the evening, 7 days a week. 7-Eleven and Family Mart are very popular mini markets in Thailand, being open 24 hours a day all week. You can pay for your electricity and telephone bills, your internet plan there with a barcode system. Koh Samui is also a very safe place to live, although there was a coup d'etat with the army's ascension to power in recent attacks. It has hardly affected expats and tourists. By nature, the Thais are very peaceful and respectful people. It's very safe to walk around at any time of the day or night. There's also a good quality internet network that will allow you to stay in touch with your loved ones wherever they are in the world and in your home country. The inhabitants are globally friendly, respectful, and are known for their smiles much like anywhere else in Thailand. Thailand people are particularly respectful towards the elderly. There's a very strong social and family hierarchy. Tolerance is also one of the principal virtues of Thailand, largely because of its history and its religion, Buddhism. Living in Koh Samui, you'll probably be spending a lot of time at the beach as well. That's an obvious fact. You can get around the island by motorbike, rental car, taxi, or Grab, and some others. A lot of people choose the motorbike, but personally, I would rather avoid it because of the high degree of accidents. But if you do, make sure you take a picture of the motorcycle when you rent it. Some companies are pretty strict with damages. They are the cheapest way to travel longer term, however. Koh Samui also has fiber optic internet. The speed of the Wi-Fi varies around the island depending on where you are. But the Wi-Fi is very fast, but if your Wi-Fi at your accommodation isn't, you can always ask for an upgrade. SIM cards are very affordable as well, with 4G available around the island. Number 2. Places to live in Koh Samui. Koh Samui isn't the largest island around, but it's a decent size. So choosing the wrong part of the island to live could mean you end up being too far away from the amenities you want. Living in Koh Samui, it's probably best to live around the Lamai area or the Chaweng area. But most expats live in areas close to, but not in the main tourist areas. Since tourism is a big industry, many expats are involved in the tourism business somehow. So it's not a case of being close to the touristy spots, but rather close to work. Those with kids may want to be closer to schools and grocery shopping. Retirees often choose the less developed and sometimes cheaper areas of Lipa Noi, Bang Po, Laem Set, and Tallinn Nang. Wherever you choose, it's perhaps advisable to rent a property in the area before committing to buying one. Lamai. Lamai would be the second most popular holiday destination in Koh Samui. Cheweng is first. It's a place with enough amenities nearby, close to a beach, offers many food options, and isn't overly busy. The beach here is the second largest on the island. There's swimming, some places deep, as well as shallow, and the sea is clear and offers calm waves. There are also many restaurants and food vendors, but the ones near the beach are pricier. There's also a Tesco and a Makro that offers European foods. Chaweng. This is the busiest spot on the island and is filled with tourists and traffic. It that has a lot going on, with lots of restaurants, bars, parties, and a beautiful beach and everything in one place. It's a party place open all night long and has a younger crowd with couples. The beach is beautiful with soft white sand, palm trees, and calm seas. It's not that great for swimming, however. There's lots of shopping with grocery stores and Tesco and Makro here as well. Lipa. This place is on the western side of the island, a great place to watch the sunset. It's very quiet, and of course the beach is beautiful here as well, but it's almost empty. It's good to spend time in the northern area before going to the south, where it's much more busier, in Lamai or Cheweng. Airbnb is a great go-to website for short-term rentals, but the only problem is that they have a high service charge and cleaning fee added, but often you can bargain down the price with the owner directly. You can also find modern private villas as well. There are local Facebook buy and sell groups, but the best would probably be by just looking around yourself and look for the rent signs with phone numbers on them. Long-term places on this island are by word of mouth or by driving around the island looking for rental signs. You'll find that most real estate agencies deal with short-term tourist rentals, and they can be expensive. But by looking around yourself, there are some decent looking properties that would never have been listed with local real estate agencies. You can also look at notice boards throughout the towns and chat with locals. You will quickly find reasonably long-term accommodations. If you seek a very simple life, you can rent a small furnished room for $235 a month, only minutes from a quiet beach and less touristy places. Payment by PayPal or your credit card is recommended, so you have some sort of recourse if there are any issues with the place. The owner may end up being a shady character. And this is why Airbnb is great. You'll be paying the platform directly rather than a person that you don't know. But it's still pricier. Number 3. Food in Koh Samui. Of course, like any other part of Thailand, you'll have a choice of a wide variety of Thai foods to choose from. It's overall cheaper and it tastes great and will save you on food costs in the longer term than compared to Western foods that tend to be about the same price as over where you're from. But you can also go grocery shopping as well, costs of which would really depend on what you buy. It's said, however, that eating out and eating strictly Thai food would be even cheaper than cooking from home. But let's look at some of the grocery stores in more detail. The Makro's grocery stores, as mentioned earlier, are around the island, and the supermarket is open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's actually described as being like Costco. It's a place that businesses come to stock up on food for their restaurants. You'll find fish, dumplings, french fries, fruit, vegetables, and more. You'll also find a good deli and cold-cut meats, fresh fish portioned individually, and lots of cheese. There's also a great selection of produce, fresh seafood, and meat. Tesco is here as well, with lots of packaged foods, pastas, snacks, canned goods, and other items, but the difference would be that Tesco sell clothing, appliances, cleaning supplies, makeup, bathroom items, school supplies, outdoor items, and sporting goods. And also keep in mind that you can't drink the water from the taps either, and it's better not to buy the water bottles. You can get 5-liter jugs, then refill it at filling stations all around the island from a small bottle or a 18-liter jug, depending on how much money you put in. Number 4. Entertainment in Koh Samui. Koh Samui Island for many years has had a great experience in tourism and offers a wide range of prices for hotels, restaurants, and entertainments of all kinds. It's known for its outstanding hospitality, quality of life, and quality tourism infrastructure in the world. You have access to a wide variety of leisure activities like bungee jumping, climbing, cooking classes, massages, cinema, karaoke, yoga, and painting workshops, and many monuments in nature to explore. There's also a nightlife disco, lounge bars, and pubs. And there's also full moon parties. So this could be all done dependent on your budget, of course. But if you're not into all of that, there are some quiet beaches on the island's south coast that are untouched by development. And many small residential communities have emerged where there is a slower pace of life in the tropical landscape with no crowds and commerce. There are also spas and wellness centers that offer a wide range of treatments and therapies, and other spiritually inspired activities around the island. But this island is big enough that you'll never be bored. You can also go for drives as well, and the roads cuts right through the island and is in good condition, as well as with beautiful palm trees and surrounding jungles. You can go beach hopping, Number 5. Cost of living in Koh Samui. By now, you may be wondering what the cost of living in Koh Samui would be. Some say it's possible to live a very comfortable life in Koh Samui with 1500 USD a month. With this budget, you can have a pleasant existence within the island. But of course, this amount could be altered depending on your desires and needs. The cost will be more or less important. Keep in mind that the average salary in Koh Samui is 450 USD per month, and from this you can see there's a huge difference between the Thais and the foreigners. Many Thai don't have access to modern housing, never flew, eat in foreign institutions, or experience leisure, karaoke, cinema as examples. So most places you'll go to, you'll meet many expats or digital nomads. A meal at an inexpensive restaurant would be $3.24 between $1.94 and $4.86 USD. A meal for 2 people at a mid-range restaurant for a 3-course meal would be $19 between $16 and $45 USD. Basic utilities for an apartment would be $66 between $38 and $129 per month. The internet would be $22 between $16 and $38 USD per month. A fitness club would be $64 between $48 and $90 USD per month. A cinema would be $8.10 between $7.13 and $9.72 USD. An apartment for 1 bedroom in city center would be $461 between $388 and $518 USD per month. An apartment 1 bedroom outside the city center would be $344 between $259 and $485 USD per month. An apartment 3 bedrooms in city center would be $1,146 between $971 and $1,360 USD per month. An apartment 3 bedrooms outside the city center would be $965 between $647 and $1,133 USD per month. Of course, depending on your lifestyle, you can spend much more or much less. If you eat only Thai food, you'll spend much less. If you don't drink alcohol, you'll save a lot as well. And depending on which style of accommodation you're after, you can spend a lot less. But the low cost of living is the reason why foreigners migrate to Koh Samui. For an excellent lifestyle, you can live well here on a budget of $1,800 to $2,200 a month. And if you rent a smaller, older home and do most of your shopping in the local markets, you can do it for even less. But generally, it is on average 4 times lower than in the West. All you need to know is how much a local meal is worth. It remains very attractive and the quality of life is well above some of our Western countries. Number 6. Pros and cons of Koh Samui. For any location, there will always be the good and the bad. Let's get into talking about them for Koh Samui, starting with the pros. If you're living in a 4-season country where the winters are cold, Koh Samui offers that escape from the chilly and windy nights back home. It has the beach day kind of weather all day, every day. There are also free Wi-Fi options everywhere from coffee shops to beachside restaurants. The tropical climate experienced on the island guarantees sunny weather for the best part of the year. You'll see some beautiful sunrises and sunsets that Koh Samui is known for. The climate favors the evergreen vegetation, which mimics a jungle environment. It's also pretty cheap coming here with dollars or euros in your pocket. You can also walk around the night markets for a full meal for as low as $2 to $2.50 USD. Thailand is also called the land of smiles. You'll find the locals greet you with a big smile on their face and a Sawadee or hello. There are minimal cases of insecurity or harshness towards foreigners, considering they are returned the same respect. Besides offering water and beach sports, you can also visit some of the nearby national parks, trek up to the local waterfalls, or take on something more relaxing as yoga or cooking classes. Now let's look into the cons for living in Koh Samui. Like anywhere in the world, some petty crime does exist, and it's rare due to the fact that locals are Buddhists and they believe in karma. Most police and tourist police do speak good English, as do most lawyers' offices. The prices of flights departing or going to Koh Samui are very high compared to the national average. This is because of the monopoly held by the airline Bangkok Airways, which owns the island's airport and isn't looking to compete or tilt its tariff policy. Koh Samui may be a small island, but getting around is not so easy. Taxis and motor taxis are available, but you have to do a little bit of bargaining before you depart. But Grab has been made available and Navigo as options, but there aren't too many drivers, so you could get around the island by foot or driving on your own. Most locals and tourists rely on a motorcycle to explore the island, but it's considered dangerous. But if you have the skill to drive a scooter, it's probably the best option that is easy renting and affordable. There's also endless bargaining as well that you'll need to master here. Unlike living at home where there's a price tag on almost everything and the prices are fixed, Thai people love to bargain in order to capture the deal before you walk away empty-handed. It's a cash-based society and they rely on steady transactions from wandering tourists. Bartering is one way they ensure they get at least something. Although Thailand is all about tourism, the tourist visa lasts only 60 days. But you can extend a visa in-country for another 30 or more days for a fee in a quick trip to the immigration office. But at the end of the 90 days, you'll have to leave the country for at least 24 hours before you can return. They are apparently getting more strict for visa runs and border bounces recently, so keep this in mind. To mention as well, if you don't get a 2-month Thai visa ahead of time, you can arrive at the airport and receive a 1-month visa on arrival. If you want to extend your visa, you have 2 options. You can either leave the country and return to receive another month-long visa, or you can go to the office in Koh Samui and extend. Make sure your passport is with 6-month validity and with 2 empty pages. Some expats here have too much free time and have difficulty in filling it. They struggle to conceal their boredom and isolation. But there are solutions like expat networks in Thailand that have hosts of clubs with associations that organize cultural, sporting, or simple festive events across the country. Thais also deal mostly with paperwork. Despite computers, modern banking, and the concept of paperless office, you'll see paperwork being generated. It may be slowly changing, however. Also, starting a business in Thailand seems to be a challenge, sometimes almost impossible. You'll need to find a good administration person or lawyer. But you can do it yourself with great caution. Having a Thai wife doesn't guarantee success either, especially if your relationship doesn't last. There are also separate pricings as well between the Thais and the foreigners. One pricing for locals and one for tourists is a part of life in Thai. Go to any national park in Thailand and the entry price can be as much as 1,000% higher for foreign and tourists. It's just a fact of life, much debated, and you probably just need to accept it. But if you have your work permit and local driver's license, and the higher price is usually waived, but not always. Also, that bar girl with the short skirt and smile probably will never love you as well. A long-term relationship and partner may take more time than a round of expensive drinks. Make sure you're careful about this. Immigration rules, negotiating with police, business rules, road rule enforcement are always changing as well. If there are going to be police or the law involved, best to get someone speaking Thai, the local tourist police, or someone who can help you through potential problems. The 24-hour phone police for tourist police around Thailand is 1155. It's also always best not to lose your cool. In Thailand, it will never change the final outcome. Losing your cool will simply make things worse here. Find other ways of handling a situation like asking for a manager or use Google Translate. Never lose your temper and try to raise your voice because it's just not the Thai way. Queues and waiting in line is also a part of modern Thai life. Waiting in the immigration queue at the airport or your local office at the local convenience store or at a public hospital, everything is slow and inefficient. In most cases, keep smiling, take a deep breath, and remember why you came to live in Thailand in the first place. Life in Samui is pretty sweet. It's easy to get around, has good amenities, and plenty to do. You feel the island's mentality of the locals and expats living here. It's a do what you feel at a relaxed pace kind of place. It has recently developed into a full-service destination, and the range of facilities, amenities, and services expanded both for the days and the nights. With a year-round sunshine, the gorgeous beaches, and lots of modern amenities, Koh Samui makes a great destination for anyone looking for a dream retirement by the sea. But of course, holidaying in a place and relocating to live there are completely different, and there are many things to consider. Moving to the east from a Western culture takes quite an adjustment. It's advisable to get a good book on Thai culture before moving, to familiarize yourself with the local customs and cultures. Most Thais are Buddhists, and the philosophy of Buddhism is tolerance. This means that no one will tell you if you were doing something offensive. Koh Samui is such a paradise to live in, where the cost of living will actually let you live the high life and the world's nicest people to welcome you. It's a place that would fit any type of individual or family. From minimal taxation, low cost of living, to investment-friendly policies, it's no doubt that this island presents an irresistible package for anyone looking to settle down on a tropical dream destination. Well, tell me what you think of living in Koh Samui in the comment section below. If you like this vlog, please don't forget to give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell for more of my upcoming content here. Thank you for watching my vlog. I hope you have a great day and see you soon.